Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. Man, I got a lot of good things going through my mind, and I'm going to forget half of them by the time I get to them, or when I think I should have gotten to them. But I just want to say these things to you because we're dealing with a situation in our lifetimes that's causing us all kinds of problems. And we want to live. And we aren't getting the type of information that would allow us to live. We need the kind of information that would draw us together, that would bring us together, that let us see the commonality in those things that are so essential. We aren't getting that information. We are getting information about division. It's all about division. When we think about what's happening in our political process, just talking about changing from this administration of the federal government, president, to the next administration, we have all kinds of crap going on. We have a deceptive thing going on where somebody is claiming that they have been denied through some cheating. And all of this stuff has been set up years ago about this plan to utilize this idea, this lie, to vindicate the overthrow of a system of government that's a little weaker, that's a little bit more generous to the people than the one that's willing to do the overthrowing. It's a crying shame, ladies and gentlemen, that we sit here and watch this stuff happen before our very eyes. And this deception is just to show us what's been going on all along. It reflects what we have understood about money and connection. We say that money gives you power because if you got it, you feel like you are above others who don't have it or who got less than you got. We see that all across the economy, all across the world. We talk about who has this and who has that, who got the most of, and who is the most vital or most dangerous. All of this stuff measured about who has what, or who has the ability to do or exercise a greater threat to another than another, rather than talk about a building of camaraderie, about love and compassion, these things. And and the next thing to have with money is a connection. Connection. Let's think about it. We say that this system of government is held together by laws, that no one is above the law. And yet we have this president come into office and steps on basically every one of the laws that's set up to protect the people from an overthrow of this system of government. This gentleman comes in violating all the laws and at the same time get the support of a part of the Congress. One part says this is despicable, we must impeach. The other part says we got to keep him. And now that same type of system that has permitted this to continue is threatening to overthrow this system of government, overthrow this democracy. Not that I'm holding up democracy, but it is a little bit better than what you have received over the past 4 years and what is continued to be offered. And yet, you have half of the nation stating that they're willing to overthrow the system of government to hang with this guy because here again, they have been deceived. They have been deceived by the robbers. The same as the president is trying to make his followers believe that they've been deceived. Well, they are being deceived by the lie that he's told them. He's told them a lie, and they believed it. Now, these people who are out here supporting the president have been told another lie. All poor people have been robbed by the same people. But rather than fix the system and make the system work proper for everybody, they'll perpetuate a different lie by saying to the poor that you are poor because of what they do to you or what they have been allowed, permitted by law or not, to get over on you. So that's your problem, is them. While the true problem is the one who got it. The one who got, they're the problem. The ones who's turning you in a different direction, they are the problem. Just like Trump trying to take this election, trying to point you in a different direction. While he's a darn problem, but he wants you to think that somebody else's problem, and you join on with him. Well, see, the only way you can fight this, the only way you can really truly defeat this for both parties is to assure and guarantee each party that the same things that each of them want can be guaranteed and will be guaranteed to each of them, both parties. And then come up with a plan that would initiate the action to accomplish this, and also engage each of these in the process to protect anything that they might doubt. Engage somebody in the process to protect their interest. And I'm not talking about the possibilities of selling out. Because when you talk about selling out, that means you got something that people can get that makes them feel that they are superior to another. But when everybody's satisfied, nobody feels superior to another. Nobody feels that they've been belittled by any other. And so this is why my message to you, ladies and gentlemen, is put your faith in a real God. And I say a God because I know that there's a power that's much bigger than me. There's a power that's much bigger than we humans. And that power is responsible for stuff that we cannot even touch. So I give that power the word of God, because I was taught that. But what it basically means to me is that it's superior to me and us. And so that's saying, like, well, I think in God we trust, something like that they put on money. Well, to me, that means that I don't trust in what men think or what money can do for you. I trust in God. And what is that? God is righteous. God is love. That means what it says. I don't want to hurt. Nobody wants to hurt. I want to be protected. Everybody wants to be protected. I want the things of life. Everybody wants the things of life. And how do you do that? By getting out of the way and everybody permitted to engage in life, engage in what they do. They'll come up with the system. The system will create itself that allows and promotes the continuity of such an action, because in it, each and everyone benefits. They benefits at the reward of peace and prosperity and freedom and joy in life and the fulfillment of their dreams. Their needs, their wants, and their desires are met. Never hungry, never homeless, never without education that would restrict them, never without health care, and always engaging themselves in life. And you don't need to lie, to cheat, to steal. Nobody's superior to another. No racism, no bigotry, no hatred, no superior races, no authority, but the authority of each of us to participate in life given to us by our Creator, God. Now, I don't know what I can say any clearer than this, that each of us can take away from it, that in order for us to live the life we want to live, it's that we got to come together. We got to get away from the stuff that have caused us to be divided. And we know what those things are that brings us together. We know what those things are that are common amongst us. So let us address those things. Let us deal with them. And let the ones who think they know everything come together and stand up. And let us talk about this stuff and see where clarity needs to be made, so we can be all on the same page. I ask you to think about these things, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to thank you so very much for giving me your time on this, the third day? Or the fourth day? It's the fourth day of January 2021. Goodbye.